Hey guys, Reed, Fused Auto Electrical here. Behind me is another epic F truck we've had come through the door. This one's actually been and gone to the customer. It's back for a 1000K check. We thought, why not take advantage of that, get some media for you guys, give you a full walkthrough, show you what we've done. We've launched some of our own products onto this vehicle. Come and check it out. Starting from the front, we've got an off-road created front bar. These are Australian made, satin black powder coat. We've got the standard inclusions, which is your steady cube lights, 30-inch LED light bar in the front there. We've got the carbon 15K winch down the front, fantastic winch. Up top, we've got 3 of the laser Sentinel 9-inch spotlights. These things are absolutely phenomenal. Some of the highest testing standards in the industry. They're water submerged as part of their testing before they even leave the factory. Moving around the side, we've got the BFG mud terrain tyres in a 40-inch size, absolutely massive these things. 17-inch Method 305 NVs, really nice wheel. We've got the factory style OE bushwhacker flares. We've had those color coded to suit the vehicle. Up on the roof, this is actually a brand new product of our own, launching through Allspek, our sister company. This is one of the first ones we've done as our own accessory roof platform. So you got 9 of the laser Hyperspot RPs up top. They are insane. With the 15-degree reeded lens on the front, the light focus and the beam pattern coming out of those lights is phenomenal. In the side, we've got 2 of the laser linear Elite 6 Plus work lights. These are a 3-way color adjustable work light. So they actually have a white, high output white combo beam, and the combo is actually for amber. They also have an amber only function. All controlled from the headboard here. We've got control from inside the cabin and control from inside the canopy. We do have our keypads up on the headboard. We've got the 4-way keypads left and right hand side of this vehicle. We do also have color changing modes from the headboard. So that's rolling through those work lights there. You can see obviously we've got that color changing feature in that work light. So fantastic bit of kit. Up top, we've got Starlink, so we're using the Allspek Comms Starlink kit. It's got Allspek Comms Wi-Fi router, and then you get your 200-meter range external antenna up on the roof of the platform as well, beside your Starlink dish. GME UHF radio, so that's with a fold-down bracket up top there. Also in our roof rack, we've got the MaxTrax mounted up on top. They're our own MaxTrax mount now as well. So we've got a folding set of those that do fold down nice and flush. They are designed to sort of work with our roof rack, though they are compatible with a lot of your other products as well. So your Rhino, your Kima, all of those. Also, moving around the side of the vehicle here, so this is sitting on a liquid spring suspension. Now, we did not take care of that in-house. Some other people have. That being said, there's a few people in Australia now doing this liquid spring system. So fantastic bit of kit. Up on the back here, we've obviously got the GCI Tray Tech tray and canopy. So this is a GT1 tray. So you get the 200mm headboard. It has 60-litre water tank inside the headboard. AdBlue and diesel fillers up top. We do have the drop downs on this one. So this drops down where we've then done a twin compressor inside the toolbox. We've got the air reel inside there as well. So nice decent 8-meter air hose on that one. Inside the canopy. So this customer's gone for a bit more of a touring build, so he's obviously dragging a van a lot of the time. He does have the rooftop tent, so if he's taking the boat, he can sleep up there if it's just himself. We've gone for the 130-litre upright fridge, got the pantry, and then we've gone for a drawer bench on this side as well. So nice bit of kit, keeps it somewhat simple to a degree. Obviously no big kitchen, but keeps it quite usable and functional. We've gone for the SE18E Sound Extreme soundbar up on the door here. It actually mounts quite well up here, tucks down into this little cavity, which is otherwise wasted space. Twin GPOs up on that front left headboard. We've still got your standard white amber LED strip lighting up inside the door here. That's the standard inclusion with all of our Traytec builds. In the rear, we've gone for drop downs again as well. Depending on what you're doing, drop downs, drawers, they're both fantastic bits of kit. We typically recommend going a drop down in the front with a drawer in the rear for your American trucks. In your domestics, we suggest going the drop downs versus the drawers, saves a bit of weight. Moving around to the rear now, you will notice for anyone with a keen eye, we've actually got 2 37-inch tyres on the rear of this vehicle. So this customer in particular, when he's going away, he's certainly not silly to the fact that the 39s or the 40-inch tyres are just massive. He actually will change his wheels to a set of 37s. Bit more of an easy tyre to manipulate, and we can actually still fit the 2 spares on the rear then as well. So So going for the 37s, you do obviously have a little bit of overhang into the rear side of the canopy. It does mean we can't run the extended wings on the back of the canopy as well for the roof rack, so really suited for some of these bigger canopy builds. And then you do run them offset from the center as well. So you can't run a 37-inch tyre inside the ladder, you do need to have it outside. On the back, we've got, again, 2 of the Laser Linear Elite 6 work lights. Fantastic bit of kit. Bush Company TX27 rooftop tent, so this is the twin fold version. We will have a full product feature on that one coming shortly. I'll tag it in the link below when it's launched. We'll actually do the comparison between the TX, AX and the LX27 rooftop tent, LX being their newest version. 270 XT Max awning up on the left side there, so again, staple go-to for us for a couple of reasons. You get a phenomenal amount of shade, so you do get that arm folding forward toward the front of the vehicle as well as right around the rear of the vehicle. But it also puts the arms on the awning outside the canopy door, so you don't have to worry about dropping that canopy door down and it fouling on anything. Up on the back, we do have part of the reverse camera system that we do in these vehicles is the dash cam. It's both front and rear dash cam, but it also does do your rear view mirror style reverse camera. So with that, obviously a drop down ladder. There is connectors at the back here, so it's a fully serviceable unit still. There's no issues there when you do need to access that. Trundle drawer in the rear, so 1.2 meter trundle drawer in the back of these American trucks, a massive trundle drawer, fantastic bit of kit. Down the bottom, now this is another product we're pretty excited. So we've actually worked with GCI Tray Tech on this one to launch this into our company as well, which is a rear winch cradle to suit your American truck classes. So right now we've got it launched and ready for the F truck. In the coming months, we'll be launching them for the Rams and the Silverados as well. We have also set this one up for towing the caravan. So he's got 12 pin, he's got the Anderson, both red and gray, for stability control and charging batteries in the van while he's driving. We are running a Brown Davis long range fuel tank in this one as well. So that's a nice big fit, absolutely huge tank, fantastic bit of kit there. Australian made, of course, nothing but the best. Moving around to the driver's side of this canopy, we do actually have a dog door in this rear right section. So you get a decent sized dog box. It's 1 meter deep by 1.2 wide, giving you a phenomenal area. Now, with this customer in particular, we've actually gone and added the electric hot water system up into this area. So it is a full wet area. It does mean that if he's showering in this area, it's not going to be an issue with water ingress or any of those sorts of things. But it also just gives him a nice spot, given that with this type of canopy layout, he's a little bit restricted with space as to where that type of component can go. In the front is where he's going to house all his power systems. So this particular customer, we've gone for the EnerDrive GCI package. So you still get your full 400 amp lithium, which we've done for him. So there's actually a custom lithium battery in beside the fridge on the opposing side. We've increased this charging system up to 80 amps. So there's a second DC-DC charger down in behind the fridge. You get your full 40 litre Evercool fridge. You still get all your lighting control, fridge control and whatnot from inside the canopy as well. You do have shore power charging. Now with the configs like this, especially with the twins on the rear, twin wheel carriers on the rear, that shore power inlet does get put inside the canopy. So it is the one trade-off, meaning you will need to have that door open to utilize it. Though that's just what you need to consider in a layout like this. Moving forward now, again on this driver's side of the vehicle, we've got our left, right, rear work light control, color changing keypads. We do actually have water pump control from this section as well, giving you full control around the vehicle for those work lights. Seeing up the top, we've got a set of the MaxTrax mounts, L1, so folding pin set, puts everything nice and tidy, tucked away. Front right here, we do have your J-Max Fabrication snorkel. So these are a company based down in Victoria. We've sort of worked with them to deliver it into the new facelifted F truck. So this is the first one that was done. It plumbs into one of their air boxes as well down the front here. In the rear of this one, we've got actually a 200 amp EnerDrive lithium system. So with this particular customer, with this build, he is going to remove the canopy. He'll take the dirt bikes to the track, take the caravan behind, so he doesn't always need the canopy on this vehicle. So when we do that, obviously he then loses the dual battery system and the fridges and everything inside that canopy. So we've added a 200 amp lithium in the back here. The Starlink that was earlier mentioned, the Wi-Fi router for that is actually inside the vehicle here. On that back corner there, we do have a changeover switch that allows you to change between either this auxiliary battery or the auxiliary battery system in the canopy to then power that Starlink modem. So very handy feature. allows him to run off either battery system if he is. So this customer will be working remote, which is why he's sort of gone for this system. So having that as a redundancy feature is certainly quite important. Down the end there, we do have an Anderson plug and a USB or accessory socket. Again, just to run a fridge if you want to chuck something in the vehicle here. On the headboard, it's going to be a bit tricky to see currently until the canopy comes off. But again, we've got another Anderson plug and accessory outlet there for a fridge and any other loads that he can then utilize this auxiliary battery system while the canopy is off the vehicle. In the front here, we do actually tie in for our left, right, rear work lights, the roof lights, the air compressor, and the driving lights on the bull bar, all into your factory upfitter switches here. So we do have a bit of a standard as to how we typically run these. So 1, 2, 3 are going to be left, right, rear work lights. 4 will be your compressor. 5 and 6 are your upper and lower driving lights. So for the rear view camera system, we do use the Wolfbox kits. Now they're an ultra high definition rear view camera as well as your 4K front dash cam. As you can see, crystal clear picture. Another massive benefit to them is obviously it does look and appear like a rear view mirror. So when you don't have that view out the back of the vehicle, the canopy is obstructing that view. You use one of these systems, you still get the full features of a rear view mirror with all of the quality as you would expect from a standard mirror. In the front, you'll notice we do have your GME, your XRS 370C radio. Very staple go-to with these ones. Now we always run an RJ45 pass-through. Some of our customers, this one in particular, is actually still daily driving this vehicle to and from work. So this one, he'll obviously utilize UHF when he needs to. If he wanted to go away for the weekend, or sorry, not go away for the weekend, but if he's driving it around town and he just wants to stow it away, a bit less clutter on the dash, it's just a matter of unplugging the handpiece, put the handpiece in the glove box and off you go. Under the bonnet, we do have the J-Max Engineering airbox, obviously just the snorkel pump straight into. The circuit protection here we do run for everything inside the vehicle. So everything's going to be labelled. We do use these fantastic bus bar MIDI fuse kits. It does give us a huge current rating and it actually allows us to optimise that circuit protection to its fullest without exceeding the actual limitations of that fuse box, which typically leads to melted and damaged fuses. Under the bonnet we do have isolator for both the front and the rear winch. So this one here is for the rear winch. In the front left corner of the vehicle we do have a isolator also for the front winch. So that is quite a critical piece of information. You do need to make sure that if you're hitting any tracks, get out, do yourself a favour, turn those on before you start. We don't use typically electric solenoids for winches for a multitude of reasons. Primarily electronic solenoids, they do often tend to fail compared to just a conventional manual switch when used in an application like winching for sustained periods of time. So we do typically go to a system like this. So as the aforementioned, we do have the front winch isolator in this front left corner of the vehicle. And lastly on this build, we do have a full breather kit for the front and rear diffs, transfer case and gearbox. This customer, absolute madman, first week picking it up, I get a photo from him driving through 1.3 metre flood water. So really glad that he's putting that to use and definitely an important modification that we've done for this vehicle. Okay guys, that wraps up the video for today. Let us know what you think in the comments, shoot us a message. If you're looking to do a build like this, reach out to us, we'd love to be part of it. We have packages to suit everyone.